Welcome back to another Not Daily video, everybody. Today, I will be improving my NFL team tier list because this offseason, I think we could all admit, has been insane. Let's just dive right into it. And the offseason isn't over yet, too. There's still some big name players on the board, like Odell Beckham Jr. and others. Oh, wait, no, I put A in here twice. There we go, S. If you don't know the tier lists, S is amazing, A is good, B is whatever, mediocre, C is not good, it's pretty bad, but not horrible. D is horrible. Okay, let's just dive right into it. The Colts, they need to get a QB. Until then, I'm gonna put them in here just because they have a really good team besides a QB and a few they need a weapon and a QB. But until then, they're B tier for me. I think if they could get a good QB in this offseason, like if they could get some type of guy, no matter what, I think they move up to A tier. As long as they're decent. The Falcons to me go in C tier. You have an aging Matt Ryan, you have not great O line, you just don't have a good team overall. I think Falcons gotta be C tier. I just don't think they're good. I don't think they're horrible. I think they'll stick around in the hunt for a while, but they're not going to make the playoffs. They're not a very good team. Rams, if you just won the Super Bowl, you're automatically S tier. Also, this is based off of teams right now, how they did last year and how they're going to do this next year. So, well, this is mainly how they're going to do next year. Now I'm thinking about it. Saints are B tier. They have Jameis. I think they might make the playoffs. If so, they're going to be a lower seed. The Giants, in my opinion, are the worst team in the league right now, just because they don't have a young QB. Right now, they have a QB who they've given too much chances to, which is not good overall. They need to get rid of guys who are on big contracts that are underperforming, like Kenny Galladay. They're just not looking good right now. They don't have the cap space to make big moves. And even if they did, they probably won't make him. New York is a very dysfunctional football organization right now. It's not a good place for football fans. Vikings are B tier. They have Kirk Cousins. They're mediocre. Lions are D tier. I think they could be okay. And it's not like you have a young QB. You have Jared Goff. Okay. Like some of the other teams I'm going to put in D tier at least have a young QB that could be good. These teams do not. And that's a big thing. Maybe I'll make a power rankings video. Now, at the end of the video, I'm gonna swap up where I think each team goes in order. The Cowboys, I think, are A tier. I think they're a good team. I think same thing goes for the Cardinals. They both have good QBs. I think if Kyler Murray leaves, though, I could see Arizona moving down to B, C, or even D tier, maybe even. I especially if you lose D Hop to you, then you're D tier. I think. The Commanders. The Commanders, I think they're B tier with Carson Wentz. I don't think people are kind of overrating Carson Wentz. I don't think he's a bad QB. I don't think he's a good one. Again, this is coming from a Philly fan, so I might be kind of biased, even though I don't think he's as good as people say he is. I think he's good. Even though I don't think he's at best get you into the wild, get you into a wild card spot, play the best team in the first round. He's not someone who will bring you to a Super Bowl. Or even in this division. This division's better now. Philly's growing and looking good. Dallas is looking good. There's no shot he wins a division, in my opinion. I think at best he gets them to a 7th seed. Jets are D tier. You have Zach Wilson has not proven himself at all, and it's not like he's like Trevor Lawrence and has more of a ceiling. No, and it's not like he has a good team around him either, so he could get to that ceiling. The Jets gotta be in D tier. You just made the Super Bowl. You're a young team. You gotta be in S tier. Bengals 100% S tier right there. The Patriots are an A tier, I think. Especially since you just lost your top corner. Now your secondary is gonna be a bit leaky. Yeah. Other than that, you have a good team though. You have a good running back committee. You have a nice young QB. Patriots have a great future. I think I could see them bringing home a ring in 10 to 15 years or so. Titans are A tier, I think. I'm not able to put them in S tier just because of like how they perform in the play, how they can't make it past the AFC Championship. But I think they gotta be A tier. Tier, bro, they're automatically A tier. But I just can't see them like moving up very far. The Buccaneers are A tier. I think they're just kind of like not in a good salary cap position. They're gonna have like the same team as last year, which is a very good team. Even though I don't think it's good enough to put them in S tier. That's my opinion. Though I think they're a higher A tier. Same thing goes for the teams like the Titans and Cowboys. The Browns are S tier. I think with Deshaun Watson now. You put Deshaun Watson with Amari Cooper with that O line and those running backs and that defense. I think that's a team to be reckoned with. The Chargers, I think, are also S tier. I'm really high on Justin Herbert. I had him on my fantasy team last year. He was freaking amazing. They have a great running back. They have two great wide receivers. They have a great defensive line. They have a top five cornerback in the league. Like they're just looking good. The Bears are C tier. The Bears are just Justin Field. They're not as bad as like these teams in D tier, even though they're not anywhere close to good. I think this year if Justin Fields can't prove himself behind that O line, then I think they're gonna move down to D tier. Honestly, the Bills just gotta be S tier, bro. They're so good. They gotta be S tier. That's how good they are with Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, their defense now with freaking Von Miller. They're 100% S tier. Eagles are A tier. I think. I think they're a nice young team that's looking good right now. They made the playoffs. They have three first round picks. They just got that one guy from the Panthers. I'm trying to remember his name and I can't. Very good though. The Chiefs are just 100% S tier. They're the Chiefs. What else do I need to say? The Broncos are also S tier, I think. When you put Russell Wilson on that team, that's a great team right there. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl because the AFC is kind of stacked this year. Like, look, 6 of my 7 S tiers so far are freaking AFC teams. And then Green Bay, I think they're B tier. You lose Devontae Adams. Now you have Aaron Rodgers, no weapons, a decent O line, and a good defense. That's not going to get you to the playoffs. I think you need to get a weapon in some form of if you get like a guy like OBJ, some guy in either free agency or the draft. I think if you don't do that, you're staying there or even moving down at that point. Ooh, also they have a late round draft pick, so it's not like they're going to get a really good wide receiver. Speaking of Devonte Adams, Raiders are S tier, I think. And some of you might be arguing this because Derek Carr. And I was talking about this to my dad, how I think the Chargers are the best team in that division. And that they're growing. They're young, they're growing. And he says he thinks the Raiders are better than them. And I said, well, Derek Carr, he's not like a Super Bowl, he's not that good of a QB. But he brought up a point. Matthew Stafford, you move him from a team that has not been very good, and you give him a really good wide receiver. You saw it with Cooper Kupp. Both those guys break out. Yeah, and you saw them win a ring. He said that, yeah, I think they're definitely going to make the playoffs. The thing about that, though, is that about winning the ring, is that you're going to have to go through you might have to go through all these teams. This could be no, it can't be the playoffs. One of these teams in S tier isn't going to make it. The Bills automatically make it, I think. The Titans automatically make it, I think. I think the Chiefs are in. I think at least one of these teams got to make it. I think the Browns do. I think the Bengals do. And you have one more spot. If it's the Patriots, another one of the Chargers, Broncos, or Raiders, that's going to be good, bro. Or if it's like a team right here, like the Ravens with Lamar Jackson, bro. They were just injured last year. I can't put them in B tier because they would have made the playoffs if they weren't so injured. They almost made the playoffs while they were injured, bro. But this team had something to say. I'm putting them in B tier, the Steelers. I could see them winning a ring. I think they're looking good. I think they have a nice team. They have a great defense. They have a great running back. I think they could win a Super Bowl in the next 10 to 15 years, honestly, if they get a good long-term QB. because Mitchell Trubisky's not there for the long term. He's there for probably this year, just so that you could look like you're not like that bad, and you're gonna try to get a replacement for him after a year or two. The Texans, I think, are D tier. Even though if Davis Mills shows himself, I think they could easily move up to C, B. I think they can move up to a higher tier. I think like if they have 3 wins, I'm gonna do another one of these 8 weeks this season. I think if let's say the Texans have 3 wins by then, I think I move them up to a C tier. Honestly, same thing goes for a team like the Jaguars, who I'm putting in B tier. I think they're just like same thing as the Texans really. Moving on, we have the Dolphins. The Dolphins, I think, are B tier. I think it's going to be really tough in that division. I don't think they're going to make it out, especially without Brian Flores. They're just not looking very good. I'm not very high on Tua, honestly. We have Seattle. They're D tier, bro. You have Jamal Adams. That's your only, in Dunlap. Those are your only. Well, you have your wide receivers too. And though knowing them, all your good players are going to want to leave, bro. And you're probably going to want to get rid of them for draft picks, like Jamal Adams, Tyler Lockett, maybe DK Metcalf too. Dunlap, people like those. Panthers are C tier, I think. I think they're just like, Sam Darnold ain't gonna win you games, Carolina. 49ers are A tier. I need to see stuff from Trey Lance. If they do good, if they start off with 6 or 7 wins in the first 8 games, I think they move up to S tier. Honestly, I think they could move up to S tier if Trey Lance can show himself, can show that he's good. Now let's order these teams. Left, it's gonna go. The worst will be at the right of each one, and the best will be at the left. So let's do. I think the worst team in the league, I said earlier, the Giants. I think the Jets are then there. I think the Lions. And I want to switch these 2 teams around. That's my ordering for those. The Giants just are not a good team. The Jets, we need to see if Zach Wilson first. It's not like he has a good team around him so that he could show himself. The Lions don't have a young QB like some of these other teams do. The Seahawks, I'm only putting them above these type of teams because they still have their guys like Jamal Adams, DK Metcalf, not Trevor Lawrence, Tyler Lockett. Texans have a nice young QB. They look pretty decent last year. Not great, even though they look better than expected. I could see them moving up. Jaguars, I think, are looking good. You know? And then I like these teams in this order. Panthers, they need to get a QB. Until then, they're in that low C tier. I think I could see them moving into D tier if they keep up this, bad streak. And the Bears, I think, could also move down. I think all these teams can move down. I honestly could see it just because QB situations aren't great. Their surrounding teams to help their QBs aren't great. I could definitely see them moving down by week 8 if they have 1 or 2 wins by then. Which you could see. We have B tier. I'm gonna put. I think the Vikings honestly go at the top of that. And then I like the Commanders. Don't look at that. That's racist. No, I like the Steelers over the Commanders. I like the Dolphins being right there. I think that's my ordering. Yes, I'm putting Aaron Rodgers. I could see him doing good and just having to deal with it and leading them to a playoff spot. Even though as of now, I think they're in B tier. I think that they could move up, they could move down. It all depends. Now let's go to A tier. I think the best team is the Cowboys, honestly. No, the best team is the Bucks. Then I think the Cowboys. Then I think Titans. Then I think I'm gonna go Ravens ahead of Patriots. San Fran ahead of Philly. That's what I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. And I don't know, since San Fran, We need to see stuff from Trey Lance. I'm gonna move them back. I think they could easily move ahead of most of the most. I think they can move up to like in between the Titans and Cardinals if Trey Lance does good. I'm gonna put them in the lowest here for now. Okay, I think Bills are 1. I think Rams are 2. This is where it gets kind of tricky. I think Chargers. I think this is the order that I'm going with. Bills and Rams, Chargers and Bengals. I think these two are going to be good rivals. Chargers and Bengals. That could be good. Chiefs, of course, are up there. Then Browns. Then Raiders. Then Broncos. That's what I have though. Let me know if you guys like this. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with me. I'm gonna have probably lots of controversy for putting teams like the Eagles in A tier and freaking San Fran in A tier, not putting them higher than teams like the Eagles and Patriots, and putting the Patriots only in like A tier, the Ravens in A tier, Bucks in A tier. I'm gonna get lots of criticism. But if you guys enjoyed, please like, subscribe. It's free. Let me know if you think I missed anything, if I think I did something wrong. But until then, peace.